After you've detected a particular protein on your membrane, you may decide you want to strip the blot in order to detect a different one. Stripping is the term used to describe the removal of primary and secondary antibodies from a Western blot membrane. A single blot can be analysed sequentially with multiple antibodies by stripping one antibody from the blot and subsequently incubating it with an additional antibody. For example, a blot which was initially used to detect ERK2 could be stripped and reprobed to detect actin. In order to strip the membrane, a stripping buffer is used, which will consist of a detergent and a reducing agent and will also have a low pH, all of which will help to release the antibody from the antigen. Sometimes heat is also applied to enhance this process. When probing for multiple targets, stripping and reprobing a membrane, rather than running and blotting multiple gels, has the advantage of saving samples, materials and time. However, stripping unfortunately has several key disadvantages. Sometimes the stripping process can fail to remove all of the antibodies from the blot, but more often it removes not just the antibodies but also some of your protein as well. It's also very common for the stripping efficiency to be uneven across the whole membrane. As you can probably imagine, unfortunately this variability can have a significant negative impact on the reproducibility of your results. Careful optimization of the stripping protocol, including ensuring that membrane stripping is as gentle as possible, can help to reduce this variability. But remember that every antigen-antibody combination has its own unique characteristics, so optimal protocols will vary from target to target. Unfortunately, there's no guaranteed method to remove every antibody while preserving 100% of the antigen. Ultimately, for the most accurate quantitative results, it's instead recommended to multiplex your detection, to avoid the need to strip and reprobe altogether. As this is easy to perform using near-infrared detection with multiple channels, you should rarely need to strip and reprobe the membrane anyway. But let's say you've considered all of this information and you still either want or need to go ahead with stripping the membrane. In a later lesson, Jessica will give you some tips for getting the best results from this. But first, let's delve into the science of re-imaging and reprobing the membrane.